Hello children, I am Jaya ma'am. I will teach you physics.
Matter. Anything that we can see around us that has mass and occupies space is called matter. States of matter. In nature, matter generally exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. What is change of states of matter? When any matter converts itself from one state of matter to the other, it is called change of states of matter. The order in which change of state occurs is when we heat solid, it to change to liquid. Then we heat liquid, it turns to gas. When we cool down the gas, it turns to liquid. When it liquid cool down, it converts to solid. So you can see, if you want to go from solid to gas, we have to give heat. And when you want to come back from gas to solid, we have to cool it down. Let's now see why this change of state of matter occurs. Matter is made up of molecules. See this diagram. Solid. Molecules are closely packed, no space in between the molecules. Liquid. You know that molecules are loosely packed, space present in between the molecules. And that of gas, molecules are far away. So huge space present between the molecules. See. So when you are full of energy, you love to play and run here and there, isn't it? Same thing happens when molecules get heat energy. They start run away from one another and the space between the molecules gradually increases. We know in liquid more space present in between molecules. Thus now the solid convert to liquid. Similarly, when we heat up the liquid, the molecules gain more energy. They start to move more vigorously and space between them increases hugely, so the liquid finally convert to gas. When we feel cold during winter, we prefer to sit quietly under the blanket in one place, not moving here and there. Like that only, when we cool the gas, the molecule come close to each other. As they lose their energy, space between them decreases. That time gas convert to liquid. Again allow the liquid to cool. Then molecule lose more energy to move around, come close to each other, sits in one place, so the space between them vanished. That time liquid changed to solid. Let's see the very common example of change of states of matter. Ice is a solid form of water. Water is a liquid form and water vapor is a gas form. When we heat ice, it converts to water. This is called melting. Now we heat or boil water. It will change to its state to water to vapor is called vaporization. Then we cool down water vapor. It converts to water again is called condensation. Again water to cool down. It converts to ice, that is called freezing. Temperature at which ice changes to water is called melting point. Temperature at which water changes to water vapor is called boiling point or vaporization point. Temperature at which the water vapor converts to liquid is called condensation point. Temperature at which the water solidifies to ice is called freezing point. Melting point equal to freezing point of water, that is 0 degrees Celsius. Boiling point equal to condensation point of water, that is 100 degrees Celsius. Certain substances which do not follow the rules of change of state. See, like in naphthalene, camphor, iodine crystal, these substances from their solid state directly convert to gas state. There is no liquid state in between. This process in which a solid substance changes its state directly to gas state without converting to liquid state is called sublimation. Like in naphthalene, camphor, iodine crystals, we are calling sublimable substance. Universal fact. If you increase the temperature, the motion of molecule increases. If you decrease the temperature, motion of molecules decreases. Thus noted down that there is direct relationship between temperature and motion. What is melting point? Consider ice. Let the ice is present at minus 10 degree centigrade. The microscopic description of ice cube is that all molecules are closely packed together in a regular pattern. The molecules of ice are only vibrate about their mean position and never break up the pattern. Now you add heat energy to ice, its temperature increases. We know that when temperature increases, the motion of molecules also increases. If we keep increasing the temperature of ice, motion of molecules are also increases. At 0 degrees centigrade, the motion of molecules become enough that they start moving apart and become liquid or water. Remember that temperature at 0 degrees centigrade remains constant until all the ice converted to water. Once all ice converted to water, temperature then increases. For example, temperature may increase to 5 degrees Celsius. The constant temperature at which substance changes from solid to a liquid state is called a melting point. Because it's 0 degrees Celsius, ice converted to water. Thus, remember that melting point is the temperature at which a substance converted from solid to liquid state. Thus, the melting point is that the temperature at which substance changes from solid to a liquid state. Now, what is boiling point? Well, consider water, it's 5 degrees Celsius. The molecules of water slide over each other, or you can say that molecules of water are in random motion. I added more heat to increase the temperature. Increasing the temperature means that increase the motion of the molecules. Now at 100 degrees centigrade, the motion of molecule is maximum, so break up molecules from one another. Finally, water converted to steam. Here temperature remains constant 100 degrees Celsius until all water is converted to steam. Once all the water converted to steam, temperature then increases. For example, it may increase to 105 degrees Celsius. The constant temperature at which the substance changes from a liquid to a gaseous state is called boiling point. Boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius because water converts liquid state to gaseous state this temperature. Now remember that boiling point is the temperature at which a substance changes from a liquid to gaseous state. What is freezing point? Well, consider water it's 40 degrees Celsius. We can extract heat from the water by placing it in the fridge. Decreasing the temperature of water means that decreasing the motion of water molecules. As we decreases the temperature, gradually the motion of water molecules also decreases and lastly they get regular pattern. Here the 0 degree centigrade, the motion of water molecules came so small that they only vibrate in their mean position. Then a time reaches there all the water molecules changes from a liquid state to a solid state and become ice. Temperature remains constant at 0 degrees Celsius until all the water molecule convert to ice. Once it happened, the temperature falling down. That means the temperature at which a substance changes from a liquid state to a solid state is called a freezing point. Note down that the freezing point is the temperature at which a substance changes from a liquid state to solid state. Freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Why 0 degree Celsius is both the melting point and the freezing point of water? Or does water freeze or melt at 0 degree Celsius? Well, it's 0 degree Celsius. If you increase the temperature or you give more heat energy to water, it is called a melting point of water. It is 0 degree Celsius. If you decrease temperature or extract more heat energy, it is called a freezing point of water. Remember that all substance melting point equal to freezing point depending on addition or extraction of heat. I hope everybody understood freezing point, boiling point, melting point. Already we seen what is evaporation. Spontaneous escape of high energy molecules from liquid surface into vapor state is called evaporation, or simply we can say that the evaporation is the process of change of the liquid to gas state below the boiling point. Remember that evaporation is the surface phenomena. It takes place as all temperatures below the boiling point. All the molecules do not possess equal energy at any temperature. So they move with different velocities. When high energy molecules hit to other molecules on the surface of the liquid, give part of their energy to the surface molecule, which become overcome the force of attraction and thus leave the liquid surface. In this way, evaporation takes place. Factors effect of evaporation. Force of attraction. More the force of attraction present between the molecule result in the less rate of evaporation, and less or weak force of attraction present between the molecule result in the greater or quick rate of evaporation. Temperature. Temperature also affect the rate of evaporation. Do you observe the quick dry of washcloths during hot sunny day? The reason is that the heat increases the kinetic energy of the surface molecule of the cloth quickly and give chance to the greater number of the molecules to skip out into gaseous state and hence increase the rate of evaporation. Whereas in the winter temperature is comparatively less, so less molecules can get the chance increase the kinetic energy and skip out to the gaseous state. The rate of evaporation slow during winter. From this we can conclude that temperature is directly proportional to the kinetic energy of the molecule, and you know kinetic energy of the molecule increases, the rate of evaporation also increases. Surface area. Evaporation is the surface phenomenon, so it depends upon the surface area. More the surface area, more will be the evaporation. For example, the water present in the glass take more time to evaporate than if we spread water on the floor. This is because greater surface area, greater the number of liquid molecules have the chance to escape out into the vapor state and higher is the rate of evaporation. Remember that the rate of evaporation is independent of the amount of the liquid. Wind. If wind is blowing, the rate of evaporation will be faster. This is because that the air blown above the surface of the liquid takes away the skipping molecule. Space is made available for the other molecules. It means that wind speed increase result in the greater amount of evaporation. So we feel comfortable sitting under the fan on a hot and humid day for the same reason. Humidity. Humidity is defined as the amount of water vapor in the air. So with the increase of humidity in the atmosphere, the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere increases. So it results the lesser rate of evaporation. During the months of August and September, the humidity in the atmosphere increases, so it results the decrease the rate of the evaporation. As a result, the air cooler causes the suffocation. We usually wear cotton clothes in summer. Why? Concept: evaporation causes cooling. Cotton clothes absorb sweat from our body. Answer: during
summer, our body perspire more. The particle of sweat evaporate by taking latent heat of vaporization from our body and leaving the body cool. Cotton clothes absorb sweat from our body and expose it to the atmosphere. It increases the rate of evaporation and makes the cooling of body easy. A gas exerts pressure on the walls of a container in which it is kept. Give the reason. See, concept we are using. In a gas, the motion of the particles is the highest. How to give answer? In a gas, the particles move at a very high speed, so they hit the walls of the container which it kept. The force exerted by the gas particles on the walls of the container is the cause of the pressure exerted by the gas. Why we feel cool when we hold ice? Remember, heat loss means cooling effect. This concept we can use here also. Ice convert into liquid gradually when we hold the ice. How it happens? The ice using latent heat. That means latent heat is the hidden heat using conversion to one state to another state. The ice taking heat from our palm and that ice changes its state to liquid state. From our palm heat losing. That time what will happen? We feel cool. I hope everybody understood the concept of this chapter.